What the fuck? What, did I just die?
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison
Oh.
magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's
I
profit.
knew we should have killed that
Yes,
Pendleton fucker.
I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as
And oh no, that's the worst one. Samuel
Remember,
betrayed
you
me?
need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of
Dude.
the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
What the fuck?
Yes, it'll grant
Why
us forgiveness.
Samuel?
We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir.
Fuck you, Samuel. Fuck you, Admiral Havelock. Fuck you, Martin. And especially fuck you, Pendleton.
Why I keep sticking my neck out for you eludes me. But I only gave you half the poison, Corvo.
I'm
They were
sorry
watching you
about
do it.
everything
Not
I
close
just said,
enough.
Samuel.
Maybe you'll survive it.
You're a
I
real
can
G,
hardly
my
blame them for
friend.
turning on you. After all the people slaughtered in the name of this cause.
Fuck him.
Those are crimes of state. And maybe they figure it'd be too hard to control Emily with you around. Could be they're right on that score. I'll drop you in a boat, then I've got to ship out myself before they smother me in my sleep. That's the next thing. Makes the most sense. If you're lucky, you'll wake up and find your way out of this doomed city. If not, well, goodbye.
Flooded district. Damn, so Samuel the boatman really is the only person I could have trusted. Fuck me.
This is the one who was with the Empress when she died. Poisoned. Tivian stuff. Amateur work. He'll live. That's up to Dowd.
Damn, that dude knew what poisoned me just by looking at me?
I know a great deal, bodyguard. I recognize those marks on your hand. A gift from your friend. The one who talks to you in the dark. Talks to you when you visit his shrines. I visited those shrines too. And I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your Empress. But I don't know you. Who you are, and who you fight for. You're a mystery, and I can't allow that.
Oh shit.
Here you are at last, in a ruined and drowning world, held captive by the man who killed your Empress, the assassin Dowd. Your friends poisoned you and dumped your body in the river. Did they do it to protect themselves, so no one would ever know what they'd done? Or was it because they were a single move away from controlling an empire, and they knew you'd never let them manipulate Emily? Maybe none of these. Perhaps that's just the nature of man.
Why'd they let me keep the mask? That's a bit odd. I sure hope nobody hears me slamming these bricks against this wooden grate. Okay. Oh, an overseer. What they do to this guy? Overseer Franklin, wasn't it? When we speak next, I hope you will tell me two things. First, what do the strictures tell you about being imprisoned in a cell you could easily escape were your legs not shattered? Jesus Christ. Secondly, how your kind knew the location of our base and what exactly you hope to accomplish there by marching a hopelessly outnumbered band of fools through chest-high water. Dowd. Bounty ledger? An assassin's blade, oh yeah. Corvo's bounty note. Finding Corvo in possession of that mask could have been an elaborate frame job, but now the newly minted Lord Regent Havelock, oh so he's the Lord Regent now, is announcing to all the city that he has proof linking Corvo to the masked felons. A masked felon. The bounty is 30,000 coins, but if Corvo truly is the masked felon and is responsible for all the things that wanted posters accuse him of, I expect the bounty to be double. Because we have him alive, we should be able to barter for even more. Regarding Slackjaw, we watched him for a week, and when we were ready to make our move, he suddenly disappeared. Maybe he left the city. Rulfio? Who's that? Can't read. Something Hand Jane. Isaac something, okay. Let's check the bounty ledger. Kroonigan eliminated 1,500 coins. Sallard, location unknown. Elizabeth, abducted, delivered, 2,000 coins paid. Booth, eliminated, payment refused, employer eliminated. Unknown masked man, revealed to be Corvo. Slackjaw, location unknown. Corvo in custody to be delivered alive. There's a note. This is the musical device that the Overseer had strapped to his chest. While it was functioning, we were unable to perform transversals or tetherings. I suggest we all get a good look at it. Alright. So... guess we'll go up there. Uh-oh. There's two of them up there. How am I gonna go about this one? He's walking that way. Okay. The Bridgemore job. Ronaldo, do the job as you were told and do not question my planning again. Yes, the woman who you meet in the ruins of Bridgemore Manor possesses abilities like our own, and they use poisons administered by dart. But just as you share my ability to blink across space through the transversal trick, you also inherit my resistance to some toxins. As I told you when you first joined us, it is another of my gifts that whomever serves me loyally shares in some of my power. This may or may not aid you against their poisons. The leader of the Bridgemore witches must pay for her betrayal. If you succeed, your share will be enough to build a fine home in Circonus in your old age, assuming you live. So these guys are all, like, connected to Dowd? They're all part of him? Or I guess they get part of his power? Something up there. Copper wire. To your gear? Okay, well, we're definitely getting our gear first. Bone charm. Well, I guess we just make the jump for it and hope there's enough water down there to cushion our fall. What's that? Hagfish eggs. And those fish attack us. I do remember that part. Uh-oh, go on. Fuck is that? That looks nasty, whatever it is. Oh, they're shooting at me. How the hell do I get around those things? Oops, wrong one. Let's wait for... There we go. Dead body. Maybe if I just blink. Or wait, I know what to do. Uh-oh. The Weeper. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's right underneath me. Bunch of rats over there. Uh-oh. Are they coming for me? Oh, they're eating the Weeper's corpse. Gotcha, motherfucker. Leave me alone. No! No, 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 no. Leave me alone, please. another Weeper. The hell's up with all these Weepers? Add this guy to our collection of trash can corpses. Damn, there's another one. Leave me alone, dude. Don't even fucking try it. Okay. That works, I guess. This guy will join his friends. This trash can's nearly fucking full, man. Damn, that's a lot of rats. Oh, they're eating that corpse, too. That guy has a sword in him. I don't know where the sword went. Take Piero's remedy. There's those nasty ass things over there that shoot at you. And there's a bone charm up there. I see. I see. Take this person. I guess they're still people, right? Technically. Oh! How many more? I only have 2 more of those elixirs. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate for her. Another bone charm. Vengeance. Getting damage gives you some adrenaline. Having your weapons out doesn't slow you. I didn't even know you were slowed from having your weapons out. Guess that makes sense, though. Let's check my powers. I have 5 runes. Let's go with Blink. Upgrade my Blink again. Donovan's journal. Everyone was looking for someone to blame for what happened as the waters rose day by day, and one by one, the business owners had to give up their shops to ankle-high muck, and river crust started growing as far back as Thresh Street. Oh, I guess those big, nasty things that shoot at you are river crust? Truth is, it wasn't some plot to wipe the prosperous Rudshire off Dunwell's maps, it was laziness and stupidity. The barriers kept the rising river waters out, hadn't been maintained in at least a decade, and once one leak started, the whole thing gave out. City was so tied up fighting the plague, no one lifted a finger to salvage the place. It's been a year now, and living in a place the regent forgot about has its perks. Alright. I guess back to get my gear now. Yeah. Where's that elixir I saw? There it is. It's just a bottle. Damn, I gotta go all the way up there for my gear? There's a bunch of weepers out here. Wheel refinery, huh? How am I gonna go about this one? There's a rune over there. Bone charm there, and then my gear is right above it. Should I take the risk and try to make that jump? Fuck no. I should have taken the risk. Okay. At least I didn't get spotted. Right? So is my guy just gonna fall if I do that? Or was I pressing W by accident? Let's save real quick, just so I don't kill myself. Okay. Another bone charm. Weepers inflict slightly less damage. I don't fight Weepers too often. I usually just either knock them out or kill them right away. I'm sure now that I said that, I'm going to be fighting Weepers all the time.
Why would you come back here? Hard to say. But we should watch.
There's two of them.
If nothing else. You can cut him off at the market. The job to create a rail station without the key. This one is resourceful. We'll find a way.
Okay. They're gone. Oh, now my gear's all the way at the bottom. Harpooner songs. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver early in the morning. Feed him to hungry rats for dinner. Jeez, man. On hunting whales. These new ships made by that Sokolov fellow make life easier than it was in my youth. I'll tell you what. We were at the mercy of the winds. Nowadays, I don't like how the shit's written. Nowadays, the engines get up at first whale sign and there ain't time and now to roost the boys from their bunks. I'm just going to read this like normal. From their bunks before you're on the herd. We call out the biggest bastard we can lay eyes on, and the pilots drag us out from the circling brutes. Them things groan and bellow across the water like they're calling to each other. Men below say you can feel it in the hull. But when the harpoons go in, the beast cannot make for deep water no more. Once it weaks from lost blood. We launched the hook boat and put chains into the tail. Then the winches drag the bastard backward up the chute and into the rigging overhead. Damn, so those whales in the rigging on top are still alive too. In the early days, when the ships brought in the great dead whales, men would slaughter them and reduce their blubber to oil in massive vats on the banks of the Wrenhaven. Small crews maintained their own vats, with workers specializing as fire tenders, slicers, gutmen, haulers, or strainers. Inevitably, once the demand went up, the businessmen moved in, wooing the best crews with the promise of better pay and safer conditions. The warehouses went up at the edges of the Rudshore Financial District almost overnight. None was more organized, or as some would say, more ruthless, than the Greaves Whale House, opened by Ebenezer Greaves himself. The Greaves Whale House grew rapidly, absorbing rivals until it dominated the trade. At its peak, the operation employed over 300 workers, not including the children who filled minor and often tragic roles. Those associated with the refinery were recognizable by their head-to-toe industrial leather uniforms and the mask they wore to protect against fumes. Oh, are those the masks that these assassins are wearing? Is that what those masks are? Whaling territories map? Okay. Anything else? I can't get through there. So where exactly are we trying to go here? That's a whale oil thing. I need to put whale oil in there. Oh, and here's a dispenser. Just an empty whale oil tank, though. Oil tank. Oh! I see. And then we take this, put it in there. Oh, there's another weeper. Must be a few of them there. Oh, there's more down there, too. we go. Whale vivisection. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variants in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I guess that's their measurements, anyway. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Isn't that what actual whales do? I don't know much about whales. Whale oil processing. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks. I think we already read and know most of this. Through the chute, they moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, lift them onto the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to the port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off its fattiest parts while it still lives. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Jesus Christ, how many of these things are there? Whoa! All right. Oh. That was stupid. Fucking hit myself with it. Alright. This is mine. So now that we got this, we'll go for that rune, and then we'll head to Dowd's base. How many? Alright. A way to get out of here, or do we have to go all the way back up? Right? Ah, it's more of those fucking things. And that's the rune right there. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on, let me out. I didn't even do anything. Damn. Let's go. Whew. Damn, I need a key. All right. happened to you, man? Overseer's warning. The assassins sprung their trap as we tried to cross a narrow bridge. At that choke point, they were able to pick us off one by one. We thought we could draw them inside where our greater numbers could make more of a difference, but it didn't matter. Now I'm the only one left alive, and I feel that slipping from me minute by minute. Please, if a second group attempts to come through this way, beware of that bridge. They are listening for the sound of the door opening. Keep an eye on the rooftops. Even a smaller number of them is more than a match. Okay, so I gotta watch the rooftops and the bridge. There's another one of them. Oh, and there's also another one. So that's the bridge. What if I get on the roof instead? There's one. Right there. Uh-oh. Oh. He's dead. Damn. What if I walk across? Okay, that worked. Fuck was that? There's another one. Probably just head right through the front door, I guess, now that everybody's dead. Wanted. Crimes of heresy. Dowd. So this guy killed the Empress, and his reward is 5,000 coins? Jesus, man. How come I'm 30,000 coins? Oh, I need the rail station? I gotta go up there. Not too far. Oh. Hanging right there. Let's go. Small scale combustion refinement. Weapon courier's message. Corwin, imagine the firepower of a tall boy, but the speed and ease of concealment of a pistol. With this new technology, any soldier with a steady gun arm will be a force to be reckoned with. Make sure it gets to the Lord Regent without delay. Loxley. Room down there. Uh-oh. Okay, that didn't work well. Oh, shit. That's not good. So the room's in here somewhere. Enemy grenades take slightly more time to explode. No, it's not really that useful. Gotta get up there. Earth decor plate. Oh shit.
I do not understand.
Wow, I can't believe I missed two of those. But at least he didn't spot me and kill me. gosh. Okay.
I have a job tonight. Below, I am gate-bound. Not river-bound.
Notice, if you have an assignment that requires you to travel to Rudshore Gate, see me. I hold the key. Okay. Trunk. Oh, sleep darts. Let's go. Instructions. The sleep toxin is only to be used on abductee targets and on bounties which we need alive. Don't waste them trying to avoid collateral casualties. There's another one. Two more. How many? I have 7. I can use this. Okay. Anything else? Nothing. Infiltrate the base and find out. Okay, so we found him. Now we have to steal his key.
From the whole area, and the men on duty swear they saw absolutely nothing.
Optional. Blood for blood. Optional non-lethal. Send out a message. Let me reread that one. Steal the pouch from his belt, then leave him unharmed. Okay. How many people he has in there?
Deal with the sentries as you see fit. As for Corvo, I suspect that in time he will come to me here. He'll have to.
Let's save it here, because I have a feeling I'm gonna fuck up real bad sometime soon.
So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll
He has a book on me
Just
up
to
here?
put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courtrooms and the mighty swell of public outrage. Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an empress.
Well, I mean, he feels sympathy about it, but he's still a murderer, right? So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just send him a message since he feels bad about it. But in the back of my head, I kind of think this guy deserves to die too. Let's check these books out. The Royal Protector. Throughout the ages, rulers have always faced attempts on their lives. Once in a generation, the empire is rocked by the death of a powerful political or religious figure. As such, city-states across the Isles have devised varying strategies for protecting their leaders. In the capital city of Dunwall, each new emperor is allowed to appoint a royal protector. This is far more than a trusted bodyguard, much more revered than the hand-chosen guards defending Dunwall Tower or the food tasters. The royal protector is a court figure given enormous latitude who keeps constant company with the highest ruler in the known world. At the age of 12, the young monarch participates in the selection process, making the final decision about who will safeguard his or her life. While most of those chosen as royal protector have been men, several times throughout history, a woman has served well in the role. For the first time in Dunwall's history, a monarch has been slain by her own bodyguard. At the time of this writing, with Dunwall in the grip of the worst plague ever recorded, our fair Empress, Jessamine Caldwin, has just been murdered. The deed was done by her former royal protector turned assassin, Corvo Attano, who is still sitting in Coldridge Prison awaiting his deserved execution. Some argue that it is worth noting that Corvo Attano is the first royal protector in the history of the Empire born outside of the Isle of Bristol. Dowd's Law. Let's read this one. 18 years on this wretched rock in this city of filth. I've felt the blood of scholars, of noble pedophiles, of guardsmen, of unfaithful lovers, of politicians who were far too just, there we go, for their own good, and of law enforcers who came too close to bringing the wrong man to justice. Why should an empress be any different? Why should I feel the entire weight of this dying city crushing on my back? Corvo, Lord Protector, is of Serkonos, just as I once was. I might have known that fact already, but it didn't matter until I recognized it in his face. It brought back distant memories of home and the optimistic young man I once was. What would I find if I went back there? Would I find that it has rotted from the inside, just like Dunwall? Or will it only appear that way because I'm the one who's rotted? Okay. How am I going to go about this then? Sees him.
Their footsteps, Corvo.
I have an idea.
Nice try, Corvo.
Oh, fuck. He can walk through the bend time, too.
Do you think you can hide from a hunter of men? I know your footsteps, Corvo. Do you think you can hide from a hunter of men? I know your footsteps, Corvo. Do you think you can hide from a hunter of men?
Oh, no. I don't want to... I want to do this silently. Let me load. Let me load. I want to do this silently. I just don't know how to. Maybe instead I should
So you've
kill
lost
that
it
guy
all.
so he
Ruined at
disappears?
last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll never know how many times I've thought about trying to get close to you again.
Oops.
Just to put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courts, mighty swell.
There we go.
Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all.
Should I just, like, sneak down there?
One should have to kill an Empress.
I don't know if I hit him with one of these sleeper bolts and he doesn't get knocked out, I'm gonna get pissed. And he teleports around. Makes it even worse. How should I don't know. I think we might just have to go for the ship. Okay. We did that. Now we need his key. I don't know. Can I just strangle him? Can I try to, like, knock him out? Let's save again since we already have his pouch. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, yes, we can just choke him out. Okay. So he will live. We'll take his key. Let's play this.
So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small.
This is what he was saying at the start. The eradication of Black Sally. Oh, I read this book. Yeah, I read that one in one of the first levels. Many of those who live through her reign will weep until the ends of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hands of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, the Kaldwins were thrust into the limelight despite their distance to the throne, when the former dynasty provided no heirs. A prosperous age followed the emperor, but his daughter would have different luck. During her short life, political intrigue and minor conflicts created cracks in the empire, undermining unity across the Isles. The rat plague, however, was a terror for which neither Empress Kaldwin nor any other living being was prepared. And these are all the people he killed. Take that. Oh, and this was his layout for when he killed Emily. Or not Emily, Jessamine. Uh-oh. I heard that noise. What's in there? Bonded Galvani weave. Okay, I'll take that. Improved armor. Now let's get up here and steal this dude's belongings. Jewelry box and a letter. Dowd, I am satisfied. Corvo would have been very useful to me, but your improvisation was exemplary. Him taking the fall for the crime simplified matters greatly. I hope you are equally satisfied with the payment. I shall contact you again shortly for additional assignments. And now we gotta get the hell out of here. Still a rune at the bottom of this place, too.
They butchered the deep ones here, breathing in the rich stink of their enchanted flesh.
Oh, I completely forgot to try to use the heart on Dowd.
When the Seymour broke, many strange things were drowned and forgotten. They bring the bodies here with rough hands in cages. Some of them are still breathing. The water is so cold, and it is the last thing they feel. These waters are greedy.
Damn. Maybe I should have used it before I did that. Let's get back down here. Oh, there's the rune right there. There's a note. Letter to the director. So that's it. We're closing down after all these years. After we just unveiled the new statue of Jessamine Kaldwin, a broken wall and some rising water, and we're just going to abandon the building and split up our offices in the lesser districts? Are you insane? Has your brain turned to plague rats? Have you been drinking the outsider's piss? Any of these explanations I would accept sooner than the relocation assignments we all found on our desk this morning. If this is truly how you plan to operate as our director, then no, I will not accept my relocation orders. Consider this my resignation. Percival Cox, former Deputy Chairman, Rudshore Chamber of Commerce. Okay, this is where we're going to end this episode off, just because we're already an hour and 14 minutes in, so this is going to be quite the long episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. Peace.